I unlocked King of Doom Phono in Battle Cats, and now my dreams of double phono can finally come true. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this feels like a big moment for me. I mean, you know how much I love King of Destiny Phonoa. He wouldn't be at level 60 if I didn't. And now I have the other Fono. This is crazy. Another form that Fono can take, which bears the burden of destruction, houses the flame of despair. 100% slow, long-range area mini surge. Huh. I didn't really have any expectations for this guy, but I did assume he would be the anti-traitless version of Phonoa. But that's not exactly true, is it? Phonoa does massive damage to any enemy with a trait, but Fono slows any enemy, traded or traitless. Well, I gotta get this guy to level 10 so I can see if anything changes here. Oh, something changed. We got a new immunity. Immune to curse. Okay. Look at the face on this guy now. He reminds me of somebody. A mysterious cat that revived from ash with raging flames. Severs the ring of fate with its power of hatred. Cool. So the only difference I'm seeing here between these two is one has curse immunity and one doesn't. But what about price? Because that matters a lot. Yeah, so he's the same price in his first and his second form, which is definitely much different from the way King of Destiny Phonoa works, who is spammable in his first form, but not his second. So King of Extinction Phono / King of Doom Phono both have the same form as the second form of Phonoa, who, by the way, is Fono in his first form because Battle Cats just wants to confuse me. Seriously though, for two units that are so similar, why are they also so different? For example, compare that to the two versions of Is we have here. Is the Dancer and Is the Dancer of Grief. The main difference between these two is one is anti-traded and one is anti-traitless, but you know, there's a couple of ability differences as well. However, Is the Dancer's second form doesn't change, and Is the Dancer of Grief gets a lot more abilities in the second form. Like, Ponos knows we don't use the first form, right? They know that, right? Not unless there's a reason to use it, like with Child of Destiny Phono. But anyway, let's take a look at King of Extinction Phono. For future reference, if I ever refer to either of Phonoa's forms, I'm calling them Phonoa, and I'll call both of these forms Fono, okay? Now, we need to get this guy up a little bit. He needs to be at level 30, and then we need to keep upgrading him. That's right, because we're not gonna keep this guy at level 30 when his twin brother over here is at level 60. You know what, guys? I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. We're just going right to level 60, even though that hurts my uber rare cat's eyes. But it's fine, okay? I got 100 legends, so I can use those on my ubers instead if I need to. And then it only takes 15 dark cat's eyes, and since I have 90 something, that's also not a big deal. And there we go, level 60 King of Extinction Phono. Haven't even tried this guy out yet, don't even know if he should have gotten level 60, but I had to do it, okay? Double level 60 Phono. Double Phono, double Phono, bracket A. The Ashvini Desert. Let's go to Moon Dust Area Final. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not the final, because that one is disgusting, because it's got this guy in it. Okay, I don't really want to fight this guy right now. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Let's see what we did last time. Okay, we had Phonoa in here. Very cool. You think I could do this with 5 slots if I double Fono? You think? So both Phonoa and Fono are both immune to waves and surges, which is just really great. It should make for a pretty good time when I have both of these going. I have not experienced Phono slow yet, but it should be pretty cool. It should be pretty nice, and it should help the other Phonoa, stay alive. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, I don't even know if I can get this level started, but I'm gonna try. Oh dear. Okay, so we can't have this guy causing problems. We need just a little more time, and we're instantly gonna die. See, you gotta can in a situation like this, but when I'm using 5 slots, I don't always want to take can with me. Okay, I'll try it. Okay, so get can to hit some things here. That'd be great. Thank you. We're still dying. Phonoa! And Fono. Okay, so look at the two of these guys together. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, so I'm noticing that Fono does not have as much range as Phonoa, but that's not a big deal because of the fact that he slows things. He doesn't need as much range because the enemies shouldn't get to him as quickly, maybe. Pure speculation on my part here, okay? So let's just knock it back a little bit and spam. Okay. So yeah, look at that. That's pretty beautiful, man. Boom, bam, and boom, and bam, and boom, and bam. Okay, so even though that is really great, these stages with all the behemoths are just really tricky to do with a 5-cat loadout. But that was beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yep, my audio is just gonna be glitching out for a while, okay? It hasn't happened in a very long time, but lately this game's been just being a little bit weird. And go. Okay, we're started. I used the pizza this time. But I'm hoping that the ramen is gonna be a good meat shield. Ramen and metal macho, so we'll see. Pretty cool looking dude, I'm not gonna lie. I like the way he looks. Now, you're probably gonna have to get knocked back a little bit here, buddy. So I hope that doesn't cause any problems. At least we don't have to worry about the surges. It's always nice. And if you do a knockback right as Fono is attacking, you can keep them away from you a little longer. Okay. We're doing some damage. But that zombie is still not ideal. And there's the behemoth as well, so cool. The zombie is gone, the behemoth is alive. Phonoa is getting hit by it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. At least most of the levels have been wiped out now, okay? So we're gonna be all right. Okay, yeah, so here comes another Phonoa. The only way I could do double Phonoa before today was waiting until I could get a second one from the recharge. Also, looks like they got about the same recharge as well. Cool. Quadruple Phono! Quadruple Phono! Two Phonoas and two Phonos. Can I just call them all Fono? Yes, I can. King of Doom Phono. I had to take a look at this guy in the cat guide, okay? Not gonna lie. I wish that both of these guys had more pixels, okay? I just wish that they were just better looking units. Fono, Child of Destiny Phono looks great, but the same cannot be said about Phonoa, which is just kind of weird because this is the spammable one. So if the reason that the sprites were lower quality is because, you know, there's gonna be so many of them, like that would make sense, except in this case, clearly it doesn't. So yeah, the only one that actually looks good out of these ones is Child of Destiny Phono. The rest are lacking a little bit. Very cool looking unit technically, just very rough around the edges. This guy looks so evil, but I guess that's kind of the point, right? He is the King of Extinction, aka the King of Doom. So yeah, that's kind of an evil thing. If cats had sound effects in this game, this guy would have amazing sound effects right now. All right, give me the rundown on this guy. Unlike King of Destiny Phonoa, King of Extinction Phono is more of a general DPS unit lacking any damage boosting abilities, but packing a 2-second slow. That's okay, I suppose. Notably, the slow provides just under 28% uptime and should be considered complementary crowd controlling. Multiple hits from the mini hit or mini surge land on a given enemy will still not perma slow. However, this extra utility still works on many mixed stages since this effect applies to all enemies. Dark Phono's immunity to curse means that they work even against relics and the relic Doge base, and immunity to waves and surges are great to have in endgame. Yes, they are. Additionally, the unit still features impressive stats for a high-range sniper, though the multi-hit and separate long-distance ranges make these stats difficult, although easier than normal Phonoas to utilize since they only overlap in 490 to 550. So a 60 width. However, if a target gets damage knockback on the first or second hit, it could make the third miss due to hitboxes disappearing during a damage knockback. The mini surges can add some extra damage and apply slow procs to any enemies hit by it, though a bit inconsistent due to surge spawn points, so it should be considered a small bonus. Finally, this unit has higher HP and base attack than Phonoa in exchange for 100 range. However, 500 standing range reaching up to 900 is still impressive and allows this unit to outrange and snipe many enemies nonetheless. Not even waves and surges can go past this range advantage. The minimum that enemies are guaranteed to take is 17,000 damage and 2.4k DPS, with the potential to triple that amount if the enemy is exactly at 490 to 550 range. Dark Phono's standing range, decent DPS, immunities, and slow procs on enemies make him a great flexible pull for most content with no hard counter. Alright, that's not bad. I definitely don't regret getting this guy to level 60, especially since the other Phono is as well. I swear every time I see a lineup for a hard stage that I want to beat, every comment is, I use Izanagi and Fono and Dazzly, and it counts as a strategy somehow, lamau. I guess Wanwan's Revenge has only a few completionists. No hates intended here, but just don't state that Izanagi carried or Fono carried. It's getting old, LOL. Yeah, this unit is purely for carrying. It's purely for just having a laugh when we want to see a whole bunch of stuff die. This looks like someone's first Sona. I was gonna mention that. I was gonna mention the fact that he kind of looks a little bit like a furry, okay? I mean, this guy, he's also a furry, but he just doesn't really seem all that, like, furry, you know what I mean? But I don't know what it is about this guy, but he just kind of looks like a wolf or something. I guess part of the reason he looks more like an animal now is because he has claws instead of just little hands or whatever. What even are those hands? Just regular old hands, that's all they are, man. Definitely not as cool as having claws. Well, guys, Infernal Tower is still going on, so maybe we should do some double Phonoa in the Infernal Tower. All right, we're doing floor 49. I took out Bullet Train and Lunos, and I put in the 2 Phonoa, so let's see what happens here. This is a sketchy stage for sure. Especially when you don't have any money. You gotta do this first. Sad. But that did give me enough money to keep going, so that's pretty awesome. Okay. Yeah, watch it there, buddy. Watch it. Here's our second one. And now we should be able to maybe slow this guy, or is he immune to slow? Looks like he might be immune to slow, which sucks a little bit. Wait a minute, no. No. I see that, it's working, the Sloker Surge. The Sloker Surge is Sloker Surging, bro. Well, look, we only got the one left because Phonoa doesn't have curse immunity, which makes Fono much better in a level like this. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die, but still, you never know though. You never know because this guy just has so much freaking range. Oh no, that's definitely a bad time. Okay, let's get Doron in here and you're dead. Cool, very cool. Just a little trickier now, guys. A little trickier without any of my damage dealers, okay? All right, as you could see there, Phonoa actually struggles in this level, at least a lot more than Fono does. You know what that means? That means we need to take Phonoa out, and we need to maybe knock back the relics a little more. Yeah, let's do it. Let's bring a Bisu. I love a Bisu so much. Like, if I had to tell you guys my favorite cat from multiple different time periods, I think I would say a Bisu is my favorite from this current time period. I mean, that Bisu knockback is something else. All right, he's dead, but let's get another one. Why not? Okay, so we are pushing a lot better than we were last time. Still gotta help you out now and then. Away we go. We're doing damage. We're slowing all the things. Yeah, it's being slowed. That is happening. Anyway, we got another Uriel. That's great. Just in time for the death of Fono. And here he is again. Okay. And another Abisu as well, perhaps. Perhaps. And another Doron as well, perhaps. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I just need my other Fono real quick. At least the thing died there, the gorilla. I think now we're good. I think now we should be good. This guy does not let up, does he? Oh my God, we're not good. Look, I think we demonstrated pretty well that Fono's not half bad here. I don't want to go through that again. Fono versus floor 50. Yeah, okay, so this guy is not gonna outrange Uriel to actually do any damage to him. So that's cool. Let me get out of here. I've done this floor a couple times recently in a couple different ways. Now I want to try it with double Phonoa. All right, let's get started. Oh, great. Yeah, this is a great way to start. The freaking boar here, dude. The freaking boar. At least Fono is doing good. Yeah, stay away from that. Stay away from those guys, would ya? He's still alive somehow. He's still alive. I'm trying to get him to kill that moth, okay? Because the moth is a problem. So is the boar, but yeah. You got this, buddy. You got this. Get that moth out of here. I know you can do it. Okay, here comes the other thing. The other problem in here, but double up on the Phonos now. Okay. DPS, okay? These guys are all about the DPS. So we're delivering lots and lots of long-range DPS. And by long range, I don't mean long distance. I mean it actually has a long range of effect, which is really nice. Like, look at this. We're just destroying the level. I'm yapping here. Doesn't even matter because I don't even need to concentrate. And let's get another Phono in here just to celebrate, okay? Okay, beautiful. I definitely want to take this guy to more levels that suit his niche, which seems to be relics, right? Because they do the cursing and the surging and whatnot, and he's like, nah. The other World Coliseum's going on right now with the triple Ubers. Let's go to round 4 with all of these nasty creatures. Yeah, we don't need this. We don't need all of this. Maybe they should have put a B on the end of this guy's name, and this could be Phono A, and this could be Phono B, you know? I feel like I shouldn't even be going back here, man. Like, this Coliseum was a doozy. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here with this one, okay? Because the range is so important in this Coliseum. I'm not in a rush here, okay? Do you not understand? I'm not in a rush. I don't really care that much. There we go. So there goes the Phonoas, but the Phono Bs are coming as well soon. I'm a little bit scared, man. I'm kind of worried about these Phonoas over here. Let's get the door on. And then Phono. Okay. So yeah, the waves are not gonna hurt our dudes, but the sunfish will. That's the big problem here is the freaking sunfish. But if we manage to keep things away from him, might be all right. Fono is surviving these hits. That is great. Definitely doing damage knockbacks here. So that's cool. Good job surviving there, Fono. It's really nice that you survive longer than Phonoa does, okay? Phonoa's fine, but, you know, you can definitely tell he's just a little bit tankier. Well, that was pretty easy now, wasn't it? Sextuple Phono. All right, we're going to Uncanny Legends, Subchapter 27, to visit the first stage with a surge base in it, so we can counter it with Phono. Okay, so I have the 2-crown version of this stage, but I'm gonna go crazy here, and I'm gonna complete one more level so that I can get the 3-crown version, because I just need to beat Guild of Masks, and I think double Phono can probably do the trick here. Also, soon I'm gonna be doing some more streams on Uncanny Legends. I'm so far behind on that, I need to get Nova. All right, let's just relax. Hard to relax in these levels, guys, because it's 3-crown, okay? It is some of the hardest levels. Uh-oh, what's that? It's a curse base. Whoa. I need to get these guys out of here first. I guess, yeah, that helps. There we go. Okay, so we got our double Phonoa thing happening. And they will just constantly DPS. That's all they gotta do is just constantly DPS. Boom. Bam. What are you gonna do, surge me? I don't think so. I don't think so, because I don't play those games, okay? Look at this. Look at this. That's the thing about long range. If there's no way for your enemies to counter your long range units, you end up like this, okay? You just end up, things are constantly in front of you, and it's just DPS all day long, no matter what. And you know what, guys? Feels pretty good to steamroll a 3-crown Uncanny Legends stage, because some of those are not fun. Now we can move on and try Happily Ever After. This guy right here, he can kick rocks. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his stupid face. I hate you. Not that it even matters, because we're gonna have so much range We won't need to worry about them. Also, last time I did this, I did it without any Ubers whatsoever. Okay, so proud of myself for that one. But let's take out the 2 Uber likes that we had in here. And now it is time for the Phonoa combo. Oh, you saucy. You a saucy squirrel. That's scary, bro. That's very scary. That's, yeah, okay, so. Are you hitting the base? Good, because that would really suck if you were. Man, okay, that dog, give me some money. Oh, I didn't level up. So the hard part here is the base, right? And if that's the case, then like, whatever, okay. I forgot. The squirrel, not only it attacks fast, but it already attacked me a whole bunch of times. I will try again, no biggie. Okay, slow playing this one a little bit because I wanted to make sure I got both of these guys out at the same time. I just tried to stop the base by using my breaker blast. That is not a thing. So cool. Hey, what? Wait a minute. Where my Phono? What? Everybody got obliterated here, dude. Okay, all right then. I think I was just a little too harsh there when I sent them out. I should have waited until they were closer to the base and then done that. That might have helped because, you know, the base. I think we should be able to bring this back towards the base. Hopefully I can, yep, there we go. And now we can do this properly. That means I'm gonna wait until we set off the base and then I'm gonna put out the good stuff, okay? Look at this one squirrel. How can one squirrel cause so much pain? There we go. All right, we're still just holding it down. I will let you guys try and do a little bit of damage. Oh, that was a bunch of money. That's cool. And I think we're probably getting good to start pushing back. I really just do not want to push back until we're good and ready, okay? Like, get closer to the base. Because until you do, I don't really care. There we go. Okay. Now we should be able to do much better than we did last time, hopefully. Then again, that anteater, that's bad. That is bad. Unfortunately, they can sometimes do a good amount of damage to my Phonos. Oh man, did you see that? I can't believe the freaking mole killed my Phono, man. I'm so upset about that. Do you think there's any way for me to get back through this now? Do you think I could get in here and stop the pain? Oh, at least go a little further so that they're not hitting the base. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Go, go, go. Nope. Yep. Yep, but nope. Back it up. Can you stop hitting the base now? Yes. Okay, so... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, no, 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 not the squirrel! Not the squirrel! Okay, so the main reason I'm losing here is because this is 3 crown, but also I am noticing that the difference in range with Fono is a problem. Formalin Marina. Same base, but different enemies. Very different. I have a loadout here. This is a 2 crown chapter, by the way. Take out my Ubers, put in my Ubers. This level's really short. Just look at that. So, fun. Ultra Baba's first. You know what we gotta do with Ultra Baba. Oh, close. All right, another one. We gotta make sure that we get it before the penguin and then go. Now, I need you to back up and then get hurt. Okay, because this level is so short, we might have a problem here. We might have a small problem. No? Nah, we're fine. We're fine. It's good. It's good. Double Phonoa. All right, so they both survived really well here. And the guy doing the warping, he's only helping us. He's only, you know, pushing Fono back again so he can restart his attack from further away. There we go. There we go. Okay, every level in this chapter of Uncanny Legends has a Relic Doge base in it, so maybe we can beat 2 crown here. I did go through 1 level already, but I didn't realize my camera shut off, so here's that, and then we'll get back to the rest of it. Okay, I was looking for stages that had the Surge base, but I should have been looking for the Relic Doge base. I think the reason I got him confused is because he's immune to both Surges and Curse. The Curse base matters more because Phonoa doesn't have that immunity. All right, so I got Fono and Phonoa here so we can compare the two when it comes to the Curse base. I'm pretty sure we can hold them off here. Let's just get some... Oh, the Catleys won't do their thing, though, if they're cursed, right? So we gotta be careful. And here's the second one. Okay. We gotta put out lots of stuff. We gotta make sure that this guy does not get any closer. Catleys the best way to do it because he pushes stuff back. Just go right through him. Go right through him. You don't need to kill these guys to hit the guy in the chair, okay? Both of these guys are staying alive here, but they're actually not even close enough to get cursed yet, which is cool. Close enough to get hit by this guy, though. Well, whatever. Payday the 13th. I took the loadout from last time, took out the Ubers, put in Valkyrie and the 2 Phonos. Okay, so right as you get set up in this level, they send out the bad guys. We gotta be careful. As long as we freeze them, should be all right. Although, ooh, that thing is a problem. That seahorse, man, we need to stab it. Yeah, it's going all right. Okay, we can't do this with Phonoa. We need Fono. Well, I guess if you're just gonna die, it doesn't matter, does it? And you guys are gonna, like, probably perma-stun me now. Yeah? Oh my god. Let's watch him get hurt again. He can barely get his attack off, but we froze it, which is good. But either way, these guys, they hit the back line. They hit the back line and everything dies. Disgusting behavior. I was kind of hoping that Pizza would be able to take those guys out. And he kind of did. So that's nice. Phonoa seems to do a little bit better here, even if he does end up getting cursed more often. The curse is a thing, but doesn't really feel like it's that much of a problem. All right, this one should be interesting. It's all floating. That's fun. Beautiful. I was hoping that would work. Lots of money. Lots of money. Okay, so I'm a little bit concerned here. All right, just a little bit. Don't worry, we'll get the second one as well, because the second one is helpful. You know, it's nice to have 2 of them. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that fills in the gaps so that we don't have a lot of, like, you know, downtime in our attacks. And the moth has moved away, and everything is dying. Perfect. Yeah, having 2 of these guys means the Brawlos are going to cause less problems. Fewer problems. This is a walk in the park, dude. A walk in the park. These guys are getting shredded. Oh no, don't curse me. That would be a shame. Darkened House. All angels this time. Bro, Ramen alone can pretty much do this, okay? I don't care what you say. Ramen alone and then a couple of Phonoas, that's all we need. Anything else is just overkill. No, seriously though, looking at this level, the worst thing we have here is a Calamaria in terms of range, and that's not something that I'm that concerned about. It's a single target attacker. Don't worry about it. I'm a little worried about, oh my god. That's okay, that's okay. We just needed to put out more ramens at the beginning so that this didn't happen. Okay, listen. If we were like slightly faster, we could have actually done that. I'm gonna put the Breaker Blast on. Not exactly related to the rest of what I said, but I hate not having it. All right, so yeah, more ramens. More ramens to take care of these dogs. And then, oh, did you have to? Did you have to? Come on. Yes! One more. One more. Yes! And then we just got back it up. And then we got another one. We got our second guy here. These things are buffed, okay? I know this isn't 1 crown. I should probably be wary of that, you know? Now my ramens, they're definitely not curse immune. And when they get cursed, they will not be able to do the things that they're supposed to do. And that's definitely a problem. There goes the neighborhood. Okay, let's just get a couple things in here. Let's go for Can and then I'm not even sure what else. Maybe just like a metal macho. At least we can take out these dogs one at a time with Can and get the extra money so that by the time these guys get here, we're ready for our first dude, okay? That matters for sure. And we got our double dudes. So the ramens, when they're cursed, they kind of mess everything up. But because I have a little more stuff here, we're able to manage it way better. Will we get these gorillas out here? I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to take them out or not. Looks like we're doing the trick. Okay. Very good work. Very good. Internal scream. Oh my god. That is not what I want at all. But I will try and deal with it. I'll tell you what. I'll try. These are zombie killers. I had 2 zombie killers in my loadout before, and I have to try and do this with 2 Ubers that don't kill zombies. Oh boy. This is freaking sketchy. Okay, almost lost at the beginning here. And I'm sure there's only gonna be more tunneling happening. There he goes again. Range is good sometimes for zombies, but yeah, the main problem now is we need to make sure that nothing else, you know, tunnels close to our base and then ends up at the base. But now that we've pushed so far, I don't think that'll happen. Here you go. Figured I'd ruin your day a little bit by putting that right in front of you. Sorry. I don't know what's happening with that little guy, but it's good with me. We're down to the 1 phono. We're down to the 0 phonos. Good times. Oh my god, look at all these zombies, and I'm toast. I don't want to bring any more Ubers to this. I put in a cadaver bearcat instead of one of the meat shields, hoping it just does a little bit of damage for us. Okay, that was a little bit aggressive there, folks. A little bit aggressive. But you can all move towards me, okay? Rather than spending the entire time pushing me, I will spend the entire time pushing you, maybe? All right, so that camel messed us up really bad, but then we got pushed backwards. The camel's gonna come back to life, though. That's the big problem. I'm pretty sure it will, and if it does, then we're gonna have to deal with it again. But it doesn't seem like it is coming back to life, so maybe we Z-killed it and I didn't realize. I'm also gonna assume that cadaver bearcat was pretty useful here, okay? All right, cool. Now I can do a pile of guts. Ooh, all traitless in here. Phonoa doesn't target traitless, but Fono does, but it's just a slow, so yeah, not sure what's gonna happen here. If range is all we need for a level like this, then we're just gonna win the level, okay? So, this guy's a problem. He's really strong this time around, and there's a bunch of them. Ew! I have Hitman Cat, so I'm gonna get back in there with Hitman, and life will be good. Hitman is a really amazing counter to the Lil Boar. So let's see if we can take him out. 1, 2, 3. Shoot him. You died. You died. Okay, well, that's great. Totally awesome. That didn't work. I don't have enough wave immunity here, man. This is awful. Here's what we're gonna do. There. Boom. Gone. Now I can do the exact same thing again, but I'm gonna be really low on everything by now. The dog. If we get the dog, if we kill the dog, or that, perfect. We're fine. We're fine. Pizza. Pizza versus the boar is also pretty nice, but now we need this. Back it up. And then this. And then this. And then hopefully, at this point, we're okay. We're immune to waves. We're immune to waves. We don't care about the waves. But if we don't get this guy to move back, it's not gonna matter. Come on. Woo! Okay, so once the bird dies, we're okay, but can the bird die? Can that happen? Because we are really just right next to the base. Oh dear, here they come, here they come. Okay, we got it. The bird is dead. It is a scary world out here, folks. Beautiful, perfectly timed attack from Hitman. We love it. Okay, so that was a chapter of Uncanny Legends carried by Fono and Phonoa. Nice. I want to try one more thing. I want to try Charybdis's mouth. Okay, I did this stage very recently, using Metafilibuster. That was because Metafilibuster could push back the Cyclone, because that's the main problem here is the Relic Cyclone. Now, we have a slow for that now. Is that going to be enough? I would say no. I am going to rely on these guys to do my damage, this guy to slow, and these guys to, you know, meat shield. But let's see if we can do another 5 slot for this one. Would be fun. Okay, starting out, using Cone to get rid of these things, and then suddenly I'm worried because that is a Relic Squirrel. But it's a 1 crown Relic Squirrel at least. Yeah, let's just Cone for a second, Cone for a second, Cone for a second. And go. Okay, so he will be slowed this way, okay? Whether or not he will be slowed a lot, we don't know, but he will be slowed. We get a couple of these guys going, we can all slow together. And moving back is probably a good idea, so feel free to do that whenever you feel like it. I need the second one here, guys. I can't have just the one. It's not enough. He doesn't do enough DPS. I need my Phonoa. There we go. Okay. And now, assuming we got enough rodeos, and I'm pretty sure we do, we don't really need to worry about Phono doing a slow. We just Phonoa until the thing dies. Boom. This guy do got a lot of health, though, I will say that. He's slowed, but he's not, like, frozen, so there you go. It's good to die in a situation like this. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Okay, so what's the word on King of Doom Phono? Honestly, he's not quite as good as Phonoa. I mean, Phonoa does massive damage to traded enemies. And while Fono has curse immunity and he can target traitless, he doesn't do massive damage to traded enemies. The slow is nice, even if it only has a 28% uptime, but I really feel like my main use case for this guy is gonna be when I have Phonoa, but I wish I had 2 Phonoas. Look, I told you it was my dream to have double Phonoa, so if that ends up being his main use case for me, I'm happy with it. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, smash that like button, and you can click right here to watch another one of my videos.